Hi all, Simon Pimenta here. I've had a couple of questions about time management related to projects. So someone says, I wonder if you can explain critical focus time. I have been finding it difficult to use my time wisely as I feel overwhelmed by many projects that I would like to accomplish but end up putting everything aside for another time, which never seems to come. I'm thinking, if I choose one thing at a time, maybe I could see it through to completion. Would CFT's critical focus times help with that? Many thanks. So I'm going to answer that by sharing my screen and showing you a method that I use. So I was taught this method by Ed Dale, who's an internet entrepreneur. Many internet entrepreneurs credit him with giving them a start, helping them navigate the internet. He uses this method, which is called a Scrum Planner. So the first thing you do is you pick 3 projects. You don't have any more than 3 at any one time. If you have MECFS, you might even decide to have 2 or 1 project, depending on your energy. And what you're going to do in this first box here, you're going to write down what the project is. Let's say my project is to sell beauty products on Amazon. Then I'm going to write in this next column, the best outcome might be that I get a sale. Worst outcome, I don't even decide what product to sell. Then I'm going to write in this column the criteria for success. So it might be one step towards that success is to select the products. The next criteria for success is to create the Amazon account. The next one is to set up the sales page. The next is to go live. The next is to send traffic to that page, for example. So you can then brainstorm what are all the tasks that you need to do in order to achieve that. And then on this sheet, in those 8 rectangles, we are going to write the next 8 steps. And each of these steps for me would take around 50 minutes, 50. So you might decide to have a shorter period based on your energy. When I first started doing this kind of thing, when I still had MECFS, I would spend 25 minutes at a time. But let's say for argument's sake, I'm doing 50 minutes. So I think, what can I do in 50 minutes? I write that down in this rectangle and I do that for each of the next 8 steps. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my calendar and decide how many 50-minute slots I can do each day. So if I go to my calendar, we can see I've actually put 9 CFTs in my calendar based on the fact that I've scheduled client appointments at certain times. I've got other things to do, write my blog, do some content planning, do some accounts. So if I go back to this PDF here, the next thing I do is I go to my Scrum board. So I've actually sent this sheet to a printer and they've printed and laminated it. I think the size is A1 and I've stuck that on a whiteboard. And in this column here, the hopper, I might just put any ideas for tasks that I'm not necessarily going to do right now. But in this column, I'm going to take 9 of those tasks and write them on a post-it note. So here I've identified for this project 8 tasks. So if I've got 3 projects, I might take these 8 tasks here and 1 task from another project. And then I put them in this column here, the to-do, and these are the things I'm going to do this week. So in there I've got 9 of those, what we call CFTs. CFT stands for critical focus time. I set my timer for 50 minutes. And during that 50 minutes, I turn my phone off. I don't have any interruptions. I turn Facebook off. All I'm going to do is focus on doing this task. So let's say it's time to do one of those CFTs. I move one of these post-it notes from here to here. I set the timer for 50 minutes. I do it. When it's done, I put it here. If I can't finish the task because I need some information from someone, I'm going to either put it back here, or if there's not enough space, I will just put it down the bottom here. And when it's done, I put it here. So that at the end of the week, I can see exactly how many CFTs I've done, how many tickets I've done. That can give me either a sense of satisfaction if I've done all 9. If I've only done 5, then I might need to review my scheduling or look at what's stopped me. Sometimes things do just get in the way, especially if you have MECFS. So hope that's given you some food for thought. We've got to limit the number of projects. We've got to break the tasks down. We've got to be realistic about how many time slots we can do. And that way we can slowly move forward and make some progress on our task. Anyway, hope you found that useful. Any questions, do post a comment below this video. You can actually access this PDF in my Facebook group, okay? So there is a copy in the file section. So thanks for watching. Do join my Facebook group, MECFS Explored, if you'd like more tips, ideas, inspiration. Bye for now.